Всем привет, с вами Элизабет, и мы с вами продолжаем прохождение игры Vampyr. Мы с вами в прошлой части остановились на том, что уничтожили источники инфекции в Вест-Энде. Я сейчас покажу, как мы можем получить расследование с записками Борелли, которые мы с вами собрали. Для этого мы с вами в Уайтчепеле, если идти от кладбища, заходим в калитку и поднимаемся на второй этаж.
Hello, sir. Sorry to disturb you at this hour. I'm a doctor inquiring about the epidemic. May I come in?
A doctor, you say? No, thank you.
It cannot be safe for a blind man to live here alone. Let me enter, sir. I swear I mean you no harm.
Well, a voice never lies, and yours clearly is the voice of a gentleman. All right, doctor, come on in. Wandering in this part of town at night, you're either brave or a fool. So what is the name of my nocturnal visitor?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. As I already explained to you, I'm inquiring about the epidemic.
Dr. Reed? The eminent surgeon? My God, I'd never have expected a brilliant physician like you to knock on my door.
You flatter me, sir.
No, sir, I am flattered. I read all your work when I still had my sight. I loved it. I'm Mason Swanborough, by the way.
Do you know Braille, Mr. Swanborough?
I'm no expert, but I learned it in my spare time, yes. Why?
I found a strange document entitled Cure for Blindness. It's written in Braille, so I thought perhaps it was yours.
Really? Is that some kind of sick joke? Let me see.
Here it is.
This letter seems authentic. And it actually refers to an experimental cure for blindness. You have piqued my interest, Dr. Reed.
Could it be of any use to you?
No. This page is just a part of a larger diary. I'd be glad if you could find the other pages.
I found another page of the diary, Mr. Swanborough.
This diary is still not complete. The man who wrote it claims he is a member of some scholarly brotherhood called the St. Paul's Stole.
Really? I've heard of them. Very capable scientists. Perhaps the man who wrote this really found a cure.
I would need more pages to figure it out, but it's as promising as it is intriguing.
Here is another page of the diary we were talking about.
Ah, now we're talking. Ingredients, dosages, dangers, and side effects. This is it.
Is the diary complete now?
No. The author tested his work in a hidden laboratory. We must find out where it was. Please, find me more pages, Doctor.
Here is another page of the formula for the cure for blindness.
Give it to me? Yes. Brilliant. I'm going to give you the location and the code you will need to find the cure, but you have to listen to me first.
Why? What is it?
If you find the proof that this treatment for blindness is real, I want to try it. Do you understand? No matter the risks.
Risks? What have you read in these pages that you're not telling me?
You already know what you need to know. I trust you, Dr. Reed. We share the same passion for science. Please bring back the formula.
Сейчас я сразу отправлюсь в канализацию, в которой мы уже были, где мы нашли как раз-таки вторую записку по Брайлю. Нам тогда нужно было только подняться по лестнице, чтобы попасть в лабораторию. Я добралась уже до канализации, в которой мы уже были. Нам осталось только сейчас попасть за дверь и узнать, что же скрывается в этой лаборатории. Также нужно сказать, что в доме Мейсона, у которого мы были, можно найти еще одну коллекционную записку. Расследование мы с вами дополнили. Нам теперь осталось только поговорить с Мейсоном, и это расследование будет завершено. Поэтому я разговор с Мейсоном показывать не буду. Я сейчас только доберусь до Пембрукской больницы, полью наши растения бедные. И после этого мы уже с вами вернемся к основному нашему прохождению и отправимся в театр Дорис Флетчер. Мы снова с вами возвращаемся в Вест-Энд. Мы с вами находимся на главной улице напротив клуба «Аскалон». И нам сейчас с вами нужно найти театр Дорис Флетчер. Также я еще забыла сказать, что в порту мы с вами видели одного торговца молодого. Рядом еще со старушкой, к которой можно зайти и получить расследование, с которыми мы уже с вами со всеми знакомы. У этого парнишки, у торговца, можно купить одну из коллекционных записок.
It's locked, all right.
Напрямую в театр попасть мы не можем, дверь у нас с вами закрыта. Поэтому мы пользуемся с вами проходом, с которым мы уже с вами знакомы. Когда мы только пытались зайти в Вест-Энд, мы как раз таки шли с вами по этой дороге.
There's an open window on the second floor. I should be able to get in through that.
Woe to you, nations of hypocrites. For in front of you stands the tall queen.
Can that be Doris Fletcher's voice? Where does it come from?
Вот мы ее как раз-таки видим. Она у нас на сцене. Мы сейчас постепенно будем спускаться вниз, чтобы найти Дорис Флетчер.
Who are you? You who dared enter my realm. Are you here to worship or mock me?
I'm here to put an end to the vampire epidemic, Miss Fletcher.
Ah. But Doris Fletcher is no more. She was consumed by this putrid flesh that now enshrouds her.
You feel anger for what happened to you, but I can help you. I'm a doctor, Miss Fletcher.
Doris Fletcher is no more. All that remains are the dreams of the queen she was, and the queen she'll be. Until then, all shall die, for that was her final wish.
Итак, нас ждет битва с Дорис Флетчер. Битва интересная, противник очень интересный и в то же время опасный. Опасная она тем, что у нее острая сабля, которая снимает достаточно много урона. Она призывает скалей, которые нас могут травить. Сама Дорис тоже так же отравит. Плюс вот этой своей рукой она может очень сильно снимать урон.
Wait. I beg you, wait.
What?
I don't want to die.
And I did not come to kill you, Miss Fletcher.
Will you spare me then? Save this cadaverous carcass of mine. Does your heart beat a little faster now? You fancy me then, Doctor?
No, Miss Fletcher. My dead heart will beat for only one.
Ah! Is she pretty? Is she sweet and tender?
To me, yes.
Ah! I hate her already.
I know. And this is partly why you must be destroyed.
But you just said...
That I did not come here to kill you, yes. But I realize now the threat you embody must be stopped.
Will I be remembered? Will you?
You were Doris Fletcher, the greatest actress of her generation. No one can take that from you.
Thank you. And farewell.
Farewell, Doris.
Bravo! So dramatic. I love it.
McCullum.
How strange I seem to find you whenever I'm inquiring about that Skal infestation.
I mean you no harm.
I'm not here for you. But once I've put all the pieces of the puzzle together, I'm sure we'll have a little chat, you and me.
Stay away from me, McCullum. You and all your war dogs.
That I can't guarantee, Dr. Reed. But I'll let you go. For now.
I should probably leave the theater right now. The West End should be safe now. But London is not. It would be wise to benefit from the Ascalon's protection. These people want me dead. I need to leave now.
С заражениями мы разобрались. Из театра мы уже также с вами выбрались.
So Doris just needed to be close to her audience to infect them. Contagion through skin. Very disturbing.
И сейчас мы будем с вами добираться до Аскалона.
Women die too in this war. Women of all countries unite.
И здесь мы можем увидеть нашу милую Элизабет.
Elizabeth, what are you doing here?
I've been formally asked to witness your triumph, my dear. After all, isn't it the natural role of a woman to support her man in victory?
But it's you who insisted I join the Ascalon.
Please forgive my giddiness. I'm just overcome by the thrill of finally being allowed within these hallowed halls.
You certainly have an inquisitive mind. It's quite something. Elizabeth Ashbury, only you can make me smile in these difficult times.
And the same to you, Jonathan Reed. Now go have your little chat with the chairman. I can see he's practically bursting to hear your report.
Welcome back to the Ascalon Club, Lance-Bearer. Please tell us the good news. Have you put an end to the epidemic?
My hypothesis was correct. Doris Fletcher was the source of the contagion in this part of town. She was probably the first to be infected.
And you cleansed her before the hunters, I've been told. Well done, Dr. Reed. You thrust your lance and pierced the very heart of the corruption.
I'm just a doctor.
The important thing is, we won a major battle for the survival of London. For that, we salute you.
Thank you, my lord.
Now, I have another task for you. One of the utmost importance. Perhaps even more so than the previous.
I'm listening.
It's time for you to perform a most sacred duty for the club. I want you to recruit a new vampire.
Recruit a new vampire? Are you sending me on some sort of diplomatic mission?
Not exactly. I want you to make Aloysius Dawson the Ekon he deserves to be.
I'm not sure I'm the best candidate for such a task.
I can hear the hesitation in your voice, Dr. Reed. I admire a man of principles. But in this matter, there is more at stake than your moral comfort.
It's not a moral question, Lord Redgrave. It's the responsibility of giving immortality to a man I barely know.
Nonsense. Aloysius has been a member of the Ascalon for years. This is but the fruition of a long-held plan.
How would you like me to proceed?
Aloysius is waiting for you at the Dawson estate. Once the deed is done, I'll join you there to celebrate this momentous occasion.
Before I go, I have a few questions.
All right, I'm listening.
Why Aloysius Dawson?
Because he is about to die, and he just may be the most influential man in England. After me, of course.
Did he choose me?
No, I did. My decision is very recent, to say the least, but it is entirely mine.
Does he know I'm coming?
He can't wait to become your progeny, Dr. Reed. Especially now that you have shown how strong your lineage is through your sister.
How would you like me to proceed?
Don't worry. Aloysius has had many years to prepare himself. He has studied our kind for decades.
So shall I just let him drink my blood?
Yes. Aloysius will gratefully sup on your blood. His heart will slow, then stop. But he will rise again as one of us, an immortal.
Is there any danger?
Our blood alters a mortal body so deeply that some don't survive the metamorphosis. They die for good. But Mr. Dawson has been preparing himself for a long time.
You invited Lady Ashbury. Wouldn't that be breaking one of your cardinal rules? No women allowed.
Not allowed as members, no. But considering the circumstances, I thought you'd like to have her here to witness your triumph.
So it's a temporary admittance, then?
Something of a bargain, considering the crisis we're currently facing.
Goodbye, Lord Redgrave.
Следующее задание, которое нам дали, это обратить Элозия Доусона.
Are you all right, Jonathan?
Lord Redgrave has just ordered me to turn Aloysius Dawson, to make him my progeny.
I see. And how do you feel about this?
I won't do it. The very thought of it makes me sick.
The real question here is, why has his lordship given you this task?
Do you think it's some sort of trap?
Do you really want to know what I think about this?
I do, yes.
To make an immortal of a soulless blackguard like Aloysius Dawson will only lead to a disaster for London. The man is already dead inside.
Should I refuse? Perhaps politely suggest that Lord Redgrave turn the man into a vampire himself.
Don't you dare, my dear. According to what I've recently discovered, his lordship could kill you for even broaching the subject.
Really? Why?
I've recently found proof that the Earl of Bristol is of lesser lineage and only capable of creating skulls.
Please tell me more about your recent investigation.
As long as you lower your voice.
What would you have me do about Dawson?
The man is dangerous. Did you know he plans to build a wall to separate the healthy rich from the sickly poor? Do not make him your progeny.
What would you do?
The man's dying already. Let the reaper harvest the rotten fruit that is his soul.
Are you sure your information about Redgrave is correct? He says he's the progeny of the great knight William Marshall, who lived some 9 centuries ago.
That's a lie. Lord Redgrave is unable to create anything but skulls, if the poor souls survive at all.
Why so vindictive? You suddenly sound like you're angry.
Forgive me, Jonathan. I hate myself for it, but I feel such pride in my discovery. I'm afraid I just can't help it.
Which is?
He did serve William Marshall. And yes, the blood he covets as a token does truly belong to that legendary knight. But he was never his progeny. His lineage is not so noble.
How can you be sure the information was correct?
I made the acquaintance of a most interesting informer while investigating your maker, from whom I learned the truth about Lord Redgrave.
What would happen if I made Dawson an Ekon like myself?
You would add a powerful immortal into a suffering world. An immortal who already craves authority.
Maybe I could teach him control, like you taught me. Lead him down the right path.
Mr. Dawson spent his life searching for a way to cheat death. I'm sure he has spent decades dreaming of how he'd spend eternity as a tyrant.
Goodbye for now, Elisabeth.
Goodbye, my dear. Please, be careful.
Элизабет считает, что нам Алозии обращать не стоит, но при этом у нас есть прямой приказ лорда.
It looks like vampires have to obey Mendel's laws when producing progeny. Powers pass from one generation to another. That's why Dawson wants me to sire him.
Прежде чем отправиться к Доусону, я сейчас прокачаю Джонатана. Итак, Джонатана мы прокачали. У нас есть одна больная в Уайтчепеле, это не страшно. Потом ее подлечу после этой части. Мы сейчас отправляемся к Алозию, к Доусону. Плюс мы в саду сейчас можем найти второе письмо нашего отца для расследования, которое он нам дал. Я его не буду показывать, наверное, в прохождении. Я планирую оставшееся расследование, которое я не буду показывать в основном прохождении, выпустить отдельным видео. Потому что у нас в порту осталось 3 расследования минимум. Плюс у нас это расследование с нашим отцом. Поэтому я его, скорее всего, просто оставшуюся часть покажу в отдельном видео. Потому что я сейчас хочу больше сосредоточиться на основном прохождении. Поэтому мы просто заберем записку вторую, а уже оставшуюся часть этого расследования я уже, наверное, покажу в отдельной части.
I had almost forgotten I applied for a position at Pembroke.
Расследование от нашего отца дальше нас ведет в Пембрукскую больницу.
I think this passage could lead me close to Aloysius Dawson's mansion.
Нас сейчас ждет битва вон с тем вампиром.
Newborn! You're bleeding! This is my territory!
Спускаемся в канализацию и продолжаем уже путь по ней. Крысками придется подкрепиться.
This is despicable.
А сейчас нас ждет битва. Противник, не из приятных, поскольку у него очень сильные удары, он как фергал у нас. Поэтому уклоняемся от его ударов. противником мы справились, плюс он нам дает одну коллекционную записку. Мы продолжаем сейчас наш поиск канализации. Здесь мы еще можем сейчас спасти девушку от вампира. Снова нас ждет с вами головоломка в туннеле с вентилями и подниманием уровня воды. Сначала нам нужно поднять уровень воды, чтобы открыть дверь, которая находится справа от нас. А после этого мы должны будем всю воду спустить. Здесь мы сейчас будем еще драться со скалями.
I can't believe I'm doing this. I have this thirst for blood.
Здесь, кстати, можно найти еще одно оружие для себя. Сейчас мы с вами спасем девушку.
here! Let me go, you bastard! Disgusting asshole! Vampire or not, I'll never be your wife!
Are you all right, miss?
Who are you? What do you want from me?
My name is Jonathan Reed. I'm a doctor. What happened to you? Why are you here?
I'm Louise Teasdale. I was kidnapped a few weeks ago by a vampire. Don't laugh, please, sir. It's no joke.
I believe you, Miss Teasdale.
That monster told me my father was dead. That no one was waiting for me outside.
You're safe now. You don't have to worry about the vampire. You should just return home.
Thank you, sir. I hope we'll meet again soon. Because I'd really like you to teach me how to get rid of these creatures.
Goodbye, Miss Teasdale. And be careful. Until we meet again.
Девушке мы помогли, и теперь нам только остается добраться до церкви. Вот мы и добрались с вами до церкви. На этом мы остановимся. Всем удачи, всем пока и увидимся в следующей серии.